Hey guys, this is your radio host, Lady P, and
Cousin Howard.
This is the new relationship show where we talk about relationship issues from the male and female standpoint. But the first portion of the show is where we have our world famous Battle of the Sexes. So we've got Ben, our Team Blue contestant. We've got Nan, our Team Pink contestant. So we're about to go into the Battle of the Sexes to see which one knows more about the other one. Now, you know, my opinion is we know more about them, but you know, they try to rally and come back in and think that they know more about us. But, you know, I think I heard that if they had a book about men to tell you everything about them, it would be like maybe a 20-pager. But if they had a book to tell you everything about women, it would be like a 500-page novel. So, I mean, I just don't believe that they would ever
Because you all are full of it.
know more about us than we know about them.
It would be the book of War and Peace.
You got that right.
Anyway, I just, you know, I'm gonna leave it and let y'all have that, even though we know that is.
Because they know it's true. That's why none of the two of them answered.
No, I'm saying it's not true. All I was trying to say is that we know more about y'all than y'all know about us. That's all I was trying to say. Cousin, it looked like you half out the camera.
Because they try.
We're not that difficult.
You need to scooch this way if I need to move this a little bit so that everything else can come over, and you can you still see your machine like that? Okay. Yeah. Now you're fully in the picture. Okay, so we're going into the Battle of the Sexes for those of you just joining us, and
we're going to whip them this week.
I feel like we're going to let Team Blue go first since Cousin got so much to say. So, we're going to let y'all fellas go first. Okay. Oh, Lord, he don't know the words. Now, do you remember a few shows ago when he was trying to clown me because it was that one word that I still don't know how to pronounce? And then he came back, and it's been so many times. So what word is it that you can't pronounce?
You need to have me read the questions.
I know. What word can't you pronounce? Oh. Okay, but we're going to do the questions for Team Blue first anyway. So, Ben, you ready?
Yep.
Oh, that was, why you was reading his question anyway? That wasn't Team Blue. So, I have to say the word.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know how to say the word. Okay. Okay. So, the question is this. What does electrolysis, or I believe that's what it is. That's how you say it. What does electrolysis? Nan, you know how to pronounce that? No, don't ring a bell.
I'm waiting for the question. That's why.
What is it removed from a woman? So how you pronounce the word?
Electrolysis.
Okay, what does electrolysis? Oh, that looks, yeah. What does electrolysis remove from a woman? Ben, your options are A, unwanted hair, B, unwanted fat, and C, bunions. Would you like your 10 seconds?
No, I'm gonna try and say that. I'm gonna say hair.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I didn't even tell him he was right, Howard.
Yay!
You ain't got to do all of that. We don't need to see all of that. I'm just saying. That was correct. So your second question. Which Emmy Award-winning actress played a teacher on TV and a bridesmaid on film? A, Cameron Diaz. B, Melissa McCarthy. C, Reese Witherspoon. Would you like
to repeat the question again?
Which Emmy Award-winning actress played a teacher on TV and a bridesmaid on film?
Okay.
Meaning being in the movies.
He know what film is.
Just letting
And you saying film. What is film? He don't know what that is. It's film. I'm just saying, come in here trying to add his 2 cents and then nobody ask him nothing. So did you hear the
Okay,
question?
but what's the
Your options are A, Cameron Diaz, B, Melissa McCarthy, C, Reese Witherspoon. Would you like your 10 seconds?
yeah?
Okay. And cousin, I'm looking at you trying
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna use that in this one.
You're going to use your lifeline?
Yeah.
It's B, Melissa McCarthy.
Okay. See what I was thinking of, I would have had it wrong. So
What movie was that?
Melissa McCarthy, she was in Bridesmaids. That was the movie that she was in. She was one of the...
Yay!
Really?
Yes. So question C. When a woman has osteoporosis, what mineral supplement should she take to improve her condition? A, iron. B, fish oil. C, calcium.
when she has osteoporosis,
What mineral
or whatever they call
supplement
it.
should she take to improve her condition? Your options are A, iron, B, fish oil, C, calcium.
I'm going to say calcium.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, so
She was hoping that was wrong. She was praying that was wrong.
first of all, Cousin Howard, it wasn't all that serious, I'm just saying. Yes, that was correct. So what that means is that, Ben, you have gotten all 3 questions correct for Team Blue. So
Don't worry, Nan. You don't have to answer all.
So, in order for us to go to a tiebreaker, that would mean that, Nan, you would have to get all 3 of your questions correct.
And we know you're not going to do
And
that.
if you are unsure,
Oh, so he's already
we
said
can
he gave you hard
always
questions.
do the eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or
Go
something
ahead
of
and listen
that,
to Lady P. She going to let you lose.
something of that nature. Do not let Cousin Howard psych you up. I'm just saying. So, Nan, your first question is this. Which NASCAR driver has chalked up the most wins? Your option, did you hear the question clearly?
Yes, I did.
Okay, your options are A, Dale Earnhardt. Am I saying that right? What?
Earnhardt.
Earnhardt. This Dale Earnhardt, even though it looked
She
like...
talk about me.
I don't know about y'all stupid race car people anyway. B is Richard Petty. C is Cale Yarborough. It's not no Yarborough. It's Yarborough. I believe is how you pronounce that one. So, would you like your 10 seconds?
Would you like to use your lifeline?
I would save the lifeline. That's just me, but, I would eeny, meeny, miny, mow it.
You want to use your lifeline? Use your lifeline. Don't listen to Lady P.
Listen to me. Don't
Yes,
use
make
it.
her
right now.
answer.
Only
Let her
name I
answer.
recognize is Dale Earnhardt. That's the only name I recognize.
Final
I'm going to
answer.
go with
But
him.
she didn't say that was her answer.
That's what she just said.
She didn't say that was her answer.
Could
She
you
needs
be
to.
quiet. Be quiet so the lady
She
can
was
talk.
saying she recognized that name. She didn't say that was her answer. So let me give you your options again. They are A, Dale, whatever the last name is that y'all both agree on that I don't know. B, Richard Petty. C, Cale Yarborough.
You see what's happening?
Yeah. She thinks she's smart. I got you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're going to lose.
So, Nan, would you like your 10 seconds while you eeny, meeny, miny, mow it?
Yes.
Okay.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get your message. Watch her answer it wrong. Don't even look at her.
Okay, guys, let's go.
Okay, so we've had your 10 seconds. What answer would you like to give us for this one?
The same one she used for...
No, let her pick her answer.
Dale.
Huh?
Dale.
Come on, she said the first one.
So the answer was Richard Petty, which, I mean, if you really think about how petty Team Blue always is, that should have helped you to understand that was the answer. But your next question. Oh, wait, why am I reading the question?
I don't know.
I forgot. Howard should have been reading them anyway, so she should get that
No,
right.
no, you
anyway,
do it. You do it good.
No.
You do it good. Keep it up.
Answer twice.
Because I read the question. I threw her off.
Really?
I just think that we should.
Really? That's the best you can come up with?
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Come on, what's the next one? I don't know how I did that. What's the next question, cousin?
You should have continued.
Who said damn
Because you know he can't read. Who said what?
can't see? Who
Oh,
said damn
Jesus.
the torpedoes full speed ahead? You ready for your multiple choice?
You got to read the question over again. I didn't get that.
Who said damn the torpedoes full speed ahead? You hear the question?
Okay.
Yes.
So this was probably in a movie or something. Let me clarify that, since cousin want to clarify everything for Ben.
It doesn't.
Oh, you're not telling
But
the name
I'm
of the
just
movie?
saying, that statement was made either in a movie or a TV show, something. So who said, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead? That's the question.
You ready for your answers?
Just say it.
Yes.
A. David Farragut.
Is that how you say it? I'm just asking.
B. John Paul Jones. Or C. Lord Admiral Nelson.
Would you like your 10 seconds?
Are you going to say the name of the movie? Because I'm assuming these are these people's real names.
Well, it might have really happened in real life. I really don't know, actually.
Yeah, these are their real names.
Yeah, it might have been something that happened in real life. I don't know.
It's a movie. It's a movie.
Oh, it is? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So would you like your 10 seconds? You want an A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or what is it? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo? What you want to do?
Give me the
Use your
names
lifeline.
again.
Huh? I didn't hear you.
Give me the names again.
A. David Farragut. B. John Paul Jones. Or C. Lord Admiral Nelson.
Give me my lifeline.
Okay,
I don't know what movie this was.
yeah, the answer is A, David Farragut. So was this a movie, boys?
Yeah.
What movie was it?
I don't remember
What
the
movie?
name, but it was a movie.
Okay.
An old one, an old movie.
How you gonna question without the name of the movie?
Right, so I mean, I'm just saying, but that's...
Yay!
Blame Lady P. She the one that picked that question.
So you're admitting that I'm the one that's responsible for all the content for the show, and that you don't do anything but show up. Is that what you're admitting? I'm just asking.
That's what you want me to say? Okay.
I'm just asking because
I'll
you
say
said
that.
blame me for the question.
Who picked the questions?
I don't know. Somebody that's in production for the show. Somebody
Okay,
in
let me
charge
give
of
you.
production.
Okay. On that one, it was a real person that said it, but they also made it into a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, so the real person that said it
Okay,
was
what
David
movie was it?
Farragut. That was the real person that actually said it, but they made it into a movie.
Right.
And so, okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for clarifying that. Okay, come on, cuz.
Okay. What do you call a rotating top of a military tank, which turns to aim and then fire?
So we in the army tonight, Jesus.
You
Right.
heard the question?
So on a military tank, there's a thing that goes round and around. If you want to get a visual, I'm just saying it goes round. Okay. Sorry.
You ready for your choices?
Yes.
Okay. A fume extractor. B, a gun marlet.
A what?
What?
Gun manlet.
He can't even say. Okay, well, let's see. And now he can't see. You know, and he got on glasses, y'all. So what we saying about cousin Polar thing? Okay, so your options are this: A, fume extractor; B, gun manlet; or C, deterrent.
You said fume or field?
Fume. F-U-M-E.
Okay.
Fume. Fume extractor,
Okay.
gun manlet, or deterrent. We're gonna have to guess. Come on.
Okay, now repeat that question. Okay, repeat that question again.
Would you like me to repeat the question?
What do you call the rotating top of a military tank, which turns
A
and
military tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what a tank is, right?
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Yes.
Okay. That turns to
That
aim
sounded
and then
real
fire.
chauvinistic how you asked her that question. Like she shouldn't know what I'm just saying. But go ahead.
You know, even if she answered it, y'all still lose, right?
Cousin. Because of the fact that we have won so many times over the course of this show started in March of 2016. And honestly, if we look at all the shows that we've done, all the Battle of the Sexes, and we count up the wins and the losses, we can say that Team Pink has won the majority, whether you playing the violin or not in the background, Cousin Howard. Okay? So get this right just for grits, because Cousin played too much. Would you like your 10 seconds?
Give me the answers again so I don't have to watch him play the violin.
Okay. A is a fume extractor. B is a gun manlet, and C is the turret.
Okay.
Your answer?
Turn stop. You said turn stop.
It's the rotating top of a military tank. Oh, you mean the name?
Okay.
The last one was the turret.
Right. Okay, yeah. I'm figuring since it turns, it has to turn.
So you're going with the turret. Is that your final answer?
Yay! Yay! Yay!
They're gonna win.
Why, Jesus? I'm just saying. Okay, so what that means is that I see that Team Blue. Sorry, Team Blue has won tonight.
Again.
Team Blue has won tonight.
Again.
So congratulations to Ben. Well,
Congratulations, guys.
and Cousin Howard.
Thank you very much.
And
You know how we do it?
whatever. It wasn't anything you did. It was Ben. I'm just saying. But anyway.
Really?
Anyway.
Really?
So, congratulations. You might have actually won the month because I'm not sure if I'm going to be traveling next weekend. And after that is Christmas and New Year's. So, this potentially is the last episode of 2021. So, Team Blue can go out champions. So, congratulations.
Like always.
And to show, hey,
Thank
Naomi,
you.
to show everyone how
gracious.
How gracious
Really?
we are.
You may be gracious, Nan, but this one here,
Howard, I will push you off the chair, and then you'll be on the floor talking about I'm falling and I can't get up. And I'm not saying I'm violent or anything, but I will push you off that chair. So keep playing with me. So anyway, Nan and Ben, wonderful.
y'all seeing for yourself how violent this woman is.
Wonderful game. Yeah, next week we don't know. So I'll know, in a few days whether or not it's a go or not. But if not, at most then we would tie for the last month before, we end for the season and all of that. So great game. Congratulations, Team Blue. Nan, you did okay. That Richard Petty, you should have known because Cousin Howard is so petty. I mean, you look up #petty and you see his face. You should have. I mean, I was trying to help you appreciate that was your option, because when you heard petty, I'm just saying. But anyway, it's all good.
Wow.
Great game, guys. And if we
Thank
don't
you.
see you,
Well,
happy
I
holidays.
didn't know that because all three of those guys were good.
Huh?
I said I didn't know that one because all three of those guys were good.
Exactly.
Well,
All of them won a lot of races.
okay. Well, that was an eeny, meeny, miny, mo moment. So, okay. Well, anyway, congratulations and thank you, Nan and Ben. And we'll see you next time, whenever that may be. All right.
All right.
Take
Thank you.
care.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye, y'all.
All right. I don't see you have a Merry
Okay.
Christmas.
Yes.
And Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy New
Merry
Year
Christmas.
and all of that.
Hey, Naomi.
Hi.
Likewise.
All right, guys. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
What's up, Naomi?
Hey, Naomi. It looks like
How y'all doing?
Good. It looks like Jamian is with us, but we have no video. So, there you go. Hey, Jamian. So,
Okay.
just to update you guys, I did have a birthday this week. Did you remember that? So,
Whose birthday?
I had a birthday. My birthday was Thursday.
She's 61 now.
It was the 9th. So,
Happy birthday.
thank you. And not sure about next week because my godmother passed away yesterday. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be traveling. So that's why I'm like, it's a good chance we won't have a show next week. And I think after that, Cousin Howard will be gone. So we'll probably break for the holidays after today. So, but now let's get into it. Our topic.
Well,
is,
can before we start, can we just see how everybody's doing?
Yes. So, Jamian, how are you?
I'm still here.
Okay.
Naomi.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Howard.
Jamin had this look on his face. I don't know what it is. I'm checking you, Jamin.
What's your one look?
Oh,
What are you
Jesus.
talking about?
What's
All right.
going on, Jamian? You.
All right,
Oh,
Jamin.
don't buy into Naomi trying to. No, there's no look on my face.
You good, bro?
I'm here.
You
I'm
good?
simply here.
You good?
Wow, you joining in on this too?
I just want to make sure my boy good. That's all.
I am beautiful. I am blessed. I am happy. I am. This is the last day to turn in the final projects for school, so I'm a little stressed on that. But I took a break from doing that to come be with y'all. So see.
Thank you. Did you turn it in?
And
Or
we
you still
appreciate
have to
No,
turn it in?
I'm
Okay.
still working on a couple of them.
Okay. All right.
So I won't be on the extended version of this broadcast tonight.
Right, because you got to come off and fit. I understand. Well, I thank you for taking the time off and joining us. We appreciate it.
Last show of the year, I had to
Right?
come on.
Yes. And we always love your input, even though you be trying to come at me. So it's all good, though, because I'm going to let you talk about the letter first. I'm going to wait till the end so you can't come back and get me. No, it's the letter, because I got some stuff to say about that letter. So,
We're not doing the topic?
yeah, we're going to do the topic. But I'm just.
What we doing?
We're doing a topic. But I was saying when we get to the letter, because Jamie be mad at me every letter. He don't like what I say. So since we already know that he got some stuff going on, I'm going to let him comment on the letter first. So he don't come back and tell me.
It was one time. There was one time.
No.
One time.
It was another time. I can't remember. It was another time, because remember?
One time that you got a little off in your feelings because I let you know about what you had said.
But I didn't say nobody. Well, no, because Naomi, everything you say, Naomi be agreeing. I'm like, everything. I'm like, because y'all both in Houston. What's up? Every time Jamie say something, she's like, yeah, I agree with you. I'm like, what the hell? Because I'm like, because cousin don't agree with me, and he in Florida here with me. He don't agree with me on nothing. So I'm like, what's going on? I'm just saying.
Jamin is the truth.
Ooh, okay now. Well, I see how go, which is why.
Lucky she don't know. Naomi lucky I don't know where she live. I might have to come over and give her a Christmas present. Give her a little Christmas surprise. If my girl wouldn't kill me, I would do it.
Well, let's thank the Lord your girl will kill you.
Right. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Ooh, okay. So let's get into our topic. So the topic is this. You can't expect to hurt your partner and they will still love you the same. The more they forgive you, the less they love you. And so as a topic, would we say that that's a true statement? Now, I'll go first at the risk of getting chastised. I would say that that is a true statement. And I guess it would be speaking from my experience that, and I can't say it's true for everyone. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's situational. But it seems to me that if you cause hurt and that hurt leads to a lack of trust, that then the next step would be that the feelings start to dissipate. I'm using my word from the big word, but dissipate. And and so I would say that's a true statement. Jamie, what are your thoughts?
I'm trying to pull it up because I want to read exactly what it says.
See Naomi shaking her head to whatever he said. Because Jamie is the truth. Because everything she's like, I'm like,
I sense some jealousy and hateration happening over there.
I'm just saying. I'm just calling it like I said.
I agree with you.
You know what we not finna do is pick on me tonight. That's what we not finna do tonight, okay? So y'all not gonna try to gang up on me. Because I'm gonna shut the show off.
We have to speak our truth. We have to speak our truth, lady people.
Oh, Jesus.
You know? I think for Christmas we should all just be honest. That should be honest.
That should be a New Year's resolution.
That's what you think. It ain't New Year's though. I got a New Year's resolution though. I do.
Let's not stray from the topic though.
Really? Oh no.
You know it's bad when Cousin Howard is keeping us on task.
Because Cousin Howard be the one going way left every single time.
I am 40 miles from my house.
So what you saying? What that mean?
I got a 3:30 appointment in the morning.
In the morning?
Okay, so yes, every Monday, Wednesday.
Okay, I would say for me personally, I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, number one, they say the only people that can truly hurt you are the ones who you care about. So if you care about somebody, and that everyone you care about is going to hurt you. Like, I don't know how much of that is necessarily true, but I do know that the people who have hurt me the worst have been the ones who I actually, cared about, loved, considered family or what have you. Like someone that I don't know it's real hard for them to hurt my feelings or anything because I really don't pay attention to what they say or what they kind of like, okay. But forgiveness, and I think what I'm looking at is if you're talking about true forgiveness, not like what people say, like, oh yeah, I forgave him and moved on. But if you truly forgive someone that you care about in your heart, you have truly forgiven them, then I think that has the ability to build a stronger bond between the two of you. Because depending, if someone's maliciously trying to hurt you, then that's different. But if it's in a relationship, like, you're going to mess up, you're going to make mistakes, and the other person giving you grace and, you know, forgiving you your how you say, faults, your missteps, that's how you build a stronger relationship. That's how you build trust. So I think forgiveness has the power to build a stronger relationship, not necessarily tear it down, unless you're dealing with someone whose intentions are not, shall we say,
Pure.
Yeah. Well, not pure, because they might be purely evil, whose intentions are not are not good,
Okay.
or whose intention it is to hurt you. Because if someone is trying to hurt you, then that's not someone you should be around or care about. But if it's two people who, like, you know, whether it be family, whether it be a romantic relationship, if these two people care about each other and are trying to make the relationship work, and they make a mistake and hurt the other person unintentionally, forgiveness can strengthen that bond, especially if it's truly forgiveness, where you both have come together, admitted, you know, what happened, and the person truly forgave you. I don't know that I would say it would weaken or destroy the relationship.
Well, in the topic, it says the more they forgive you. So to me, it would seem like it's something why they've had to forgive you on more than one occasion. I don't know necessarily.
But is it for the same thing? But then,
yeah,
okay, so then my question is it the same thing? Like, if it's the same thing over and over again, that's different, right? Because, like, okay, the first time you get a pass. Second time, what's up, bro? Third time, you know what? You just ain't listening, or you don't want to listen. So I don't know. The way it's worded, it could be anything. The way I took it, though, was that forgiveness, to me, true forgiveness, again, can build a stronger relationship. So I think it has the potential to build a strong relationship if both people have the best intentions. Now, if someone is maliciously hurting you over and over again, then I think that's a completely different setup and story.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Naomi?
Are you gonna have me go right after Jamin when you know I agree?
Because you always agree with him, so yeah, let's just get that. Let's get the two of y'all out the way. Then we'll have Cousin Howard come and say, "I agree with what everybody said."
Well, with this, I feel like you can't expect to hurt your partner and they still love you the same. I am gonna kind of echo what Jamin said. But if a person, if you love that person hurts you and you forgive them, and I've experienced that, the love can grow stronger. If you maliciously, as he said, hurt and it leads to what you said, distrust, that's a totally different thing. So if the distrust starts to come in, then the more I forgive you, the less you may experience my love. Because my trust is leaving as well, and I'm not going to allow myself to love you the way I normally would. So that's why I kind of agree with both of y'all. It's just how the circumstance does. You can hurt me in different ways, and I can forgive you, and it can go stronger because it's a part of building a relationship. The part of getting to know each other is coming together and understanding what hurts me and moving past it together. But if it's leading to distrust and mistrust, then yes, I'm going to fall back and I'm going to start to guard my love. So.
Okay. Cousin?
I agree with you both because with me, if you hurt me one time, I'll forgive you and I'll try to overlook. But if you keep hurting me and you keep doing stuff that I'm telling you not to do and that, then I got a bunks. You because I'm not built like that. And I assume everybody else in the world is not built like that. Because I can't keep forgiving you for messing up. You may mess up in different ways, but bottom line is you messed up. And I cannot deal with that. I'm not built like that. I'll be like, I gotta go. Kick rocks.
There it is.
That's just me. I will love you to death. I will do the world for you. I will treat you like a queen. But I am not the type.
You got one time, and that's it.
You asked for that $20.
All I gotta say is, if anybody wants to get Cousin Howard a Christmas present, just get him a T-shirt that say "Kick Rocks" on it. That's
You
all.
ain't lying. That is a good idea.
Because with me, man, I protect my heart. I don't know about the rest of the world, but I protect my heart. And I refuse to love anybody more than I love me. I'm not doing that. I will treat you like a queen. I will do things for you that I wouldn't do for nobody else. But if you hurt me today, I forgive you. But come next month, if you hurt me in a different way, I start packing up. Because if you're doing it, whether it's once every 6 months, once a year, however, I start to lose interest. Because obviously, you don't love me the same way I love you, so why are we together again? That's how I look at it.
I don't know that I necessarily agree with that, because if you're talking about they did something different, and this is still a fairly new relationship, they're still trying to learn what does constitute being hurt by you, or what you do consider to be something hurtful, or it might be something that they don't necessarily. They're like, "What? That's just what we do. What's going on?" And you're like, "What do you mean? You don't say goodbye when you hang up the phone?" Like, no, you say, "All right," then it click. Like, oh, that's so hurtful. Like, I gotta go. That's it. Kick rocks. Like, I think it really does depend. Like, now, it's like you said, you're telling them this hurt my feelings, and they continue to do it. That's different. But if it's something that, honestly, if you're looking at it, they really had no real way of knowing, and it happened, then depending on how they, what their feeling is on it, and how severe, like, you can't say, "I didn't know you would be mad at me for sleeping with your sister." Like, that's different. We never talked about it, baby. You never said your family was off limits. Like, okay. So within reason, but I am saying, like, we do give each other grace. We've all been in relationships. We know this. As you're getting to know someone, and I think that's why in the beginning it's called a honeymoon phase, because you are more forgiving. You are more, like, apt to say, okay, that's all right. Because you understand they don't know you as well as you know yourself yet. So it's that whole, I get it, but just know that's not cool with me. And then, of course, if it happens again, then that's a whole different story. But if we're just talking about them hurting your feelings or hurting you, unbeknownst to them, I think we do give people a lot more grace, and we don't just kick rocks. Doesn't happen.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but with me,
I'm trying to get you in the Christmas spirit, brother.
I am in the Christmas spirit, brother. But I got zero tolerance. That's just me. I got zero tolerance.
Let's get you some mistletoe. Somebody need to kiss your ass. I'm just saying. You need some love, man. Some affection. Man.
So another part of this is really when it comes to hurt, what we're really talking about. Is it that you had an expectation that was unknown and it wasn't met and you were hurt because of it? Something happened.
No, I usually put all my cards on the table. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. This is what I don't want you to do because I will never do it.
So listener,
if you still turn around and
but we do have to examine our hurt. Is it a hurt because it was an expectation that we had? a lot of times that's what happens. We get hurt not because the person did anything wrong, but because what the person did went against our expectations. And so we're hurt. You know, you took me to Olive Garden when I was expecting to go to a real Italian restaurant. You know.
That's not real Italian.
What the hell is this? Baby, this Italian. This is Italian, man.
What you thought? Olive Garden was a real Italian?
They got Latinos in the back cooking this stuff. This ain't no real Italian.
Oh, my Jesus. But yeah, so I guess when I read it, I just looked at this being something that maybe was communicated to the partner, and now, you know, they've said this, you know, please don't do this because ABC, and they choose to do it anyway, and it causes hurt. You discuss it, and, you know, so the more you forgive whatever the action is, you know, then you kind of like draw back. And I guess for me, I'll talk about it, whatever the situation is, and then I'll get to the point where I don't talk about it anymore, and then one day I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then, you know, folks are all like, well, what happened? Well, you know, all this time when I didn't bring it up anymore, I guess we thought it wasn't an issue, but it had been discussed. I'm not going to bring it up and nag. We've talked. So on whatever day that I happen to wake up, and right now, with my New Year's resolution, that cousin was trying to keep me off topic, my New Year's resolution is to give the same energy that I receive, whatever that may be. So, and we starting from now. We ain't waiting till 2022. So, I'm just...
Why would you do that, Lady P?
Why would I do what?
Why would you
give the same energy?
That you receive?
Because
she's mean.
Because I feel like I've spent too much of my life, what's the word?
Pleasing other people.
Accepting behaviors that I shouldn't, right? And now I feel
Y'all
like...
listening out there?
Yeah, because chances are they lurking and listening, whomever they are, and I really don't care. But where I am right now, I mean, life is short. I was telling cousin when my dad passed, that was 6 years ago, December, it made me look at some things differently. And then now, with my godmother just passing yesterday, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to allow people to walk all over me and think that they can treat me as an afterthought. Whatever energy I get, and it's from whomever, it's not just relationship-wise, it's,
right.
You know, whomever, whatever, I'm going to return the same energy. And, you know, a lot of times people don't like that because, no, but you're always nice and you always, you know, regardless of, well, no, boo-boo, we're going to return what we get. And, you know, maybe it's just how I feel right now. Maybe it'll change, but, you know, that's where I am. That's my resolution.
My only thing, and I'm not advocating being a doormat or letting anyone walk on you or putting up with any kind of disrespect or anything like that at all. We choose where we spend our time and who we spend our time with. So if someone ain't treating you how they need to be treating you, then cut them out. What I would say is it takes more strength to remain who you are in spite of everyone around you than it does to react. Because what you're doing is giving up your power to someone else. Because how you act is dependent on how they are acting towards you. So it's no longer you being yourself. You are in a complete reaction mode the entire time. And this is just based on what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just saying based on what you're saying, your life is going to be a complete reactionary tale as opposed to impacting your life moving forward. What I'm saying is if someone is treating you like a doormat, are they putting off their energy?
Cut them off. Okay.
Don't put up with it. Be like, you know what?
No,
well,
that's the whole thing. I'm not going to put up with it. You know, I've tried to grow past blocking people. I'm working on that. You know, but I just won't deal with them on whatever level because it's, you know. So yeah, because I guess
what I say is the last thing you want to do is to let someone affect the good work that you have in your heart to accomplish or do. And that's what's going to start happening, because that negativity will start to see. Once you start letting that in, because you have to let it in to react to it. In order to react to the energy, you have to let it in, right? Because then you feed it back out. So the fact that you're like not even letting it in, what that does is allows you to then do what it is that God has put on your heart to do in the other areas.
Okay.
Cut them off.
So the best bet is just once the behavior has been manifested, then just cut them, and I don't owe an explanation either. You just cut.
You don't know you don't have to pick up that phone.
Oh,
once you know in your spirit you're done, you're done. And that's what it is. And it's not to say that God won't at some point, reconcile that relationship or give that person a chance, or who knows what will happen. But what I'm saying is don't continue to dwell in that negativity by even giving it space or time of day.
Gotcha.
Like, hey.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Like
well,
Jay-Z said.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, well that's it then. So that's.
We're gonna get you a Kick Rock shirt too. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get you a Kick Rock shirt too.
But yeah, I think just that actually makes more
I
sense.
really don't care. Because I'm like this. I ain't going to block nobody. I just look at the phone and don't answer. After you call a couple of times and I don't pick up, you get the message. With me, what you see is what you get. I don't quarrel. I don't fight. I don't hold malice. None of that. You do me wrong, I'm out. It's that easy.
So we know.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to do then. That actually is probably better for me to just go that route. So that's great. Going forward, that's where we are. So now let's go to our letter. So it goes like this. Dear Lady P, I am in a 5-year relationship and newly engaged. I found out my fiancé was talking to his homegirl of 11 years every weekday, only on work days in the morning time. So picture this. Him getting out of bed every morning and leaving me with a kiss, no good morning text, and no phone calls on the way to work to let you know have a good day, and none of that, no sweet text, nothing. Instead, he hops in his car and proceeds to call her and talks to her for hours until it's my turn to talk to him, which is his start on break. Now, when I confronted him about the frequency and depth of their conversations, I was told I am overreacting and causing issues that don't exist, and they are just friends, and she understands him and doesn't judge him. Fast forward to the next day when he supposedly tells her she can call in the evening instead of in the morning because I feel something isn't right. So she proclaims she's busy in the evening with her kids. Mind you, they are only supposed to be friends, which means the conversation shouldn't be drawn out anyway. She is giving me the single female with too much time on her hand vibes. Oh, and also, although he says she claims she wants to meet me, somehow it has not happened in the 5 years of our relationship. So last night I told him to delete and block her. He hesitated and was reluctant and didn't do it. And actually this morning he said he called her and told her he couldn't talk to her but never relayed the message to me. What would you take from this scenario? Signed, is it me or a conspiracy? Cousin, I'm going to let you take this one first. Oh, y'all want to go first?
Wait, I already know what he's going to say. Kick rocks.
What you got?
No, she had me right up to the part when she said that, hold on, let me find it.
Oh, jeez. And you know you can't see. Make it bigger so you can see on the screen.
I can't make it no bigger.
Come on, cousin. We're on the extended version. You, come on.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
Where she's like, she brought out her true colors of being jealous. You gotta have something to be jealous for. Not because a man and a woman been friends for the last 10 years mean they sleeping together and thing like that. A man and a woman can be friends. I got a bunch of female friends. And if I go to sleep with all of them, then I'm not just good, but I'm damn good. Because I could jump in and out of their beds and still go home and handle my business. I'm not just good. I'm damn good.
Why you keep highlighting that? I mean, over and over. What
Because
you trying to let our listeners know what?
Nothing. What is she jealous for? Because he got a homegirl? There's things that you can tell your friends, which I don't believe is right, because you got a fiance and you're supposed to be able to tell him or her anything and nobody gets mad. If you can't do that, then that's not the right person for you. Because when you're looking to share your life with somebody, you got to be able to share everything. You can't share some, and I can't tell him this or I can't tell her this. So let me cut this piece out, and when I talk to my homegirl or my homeboy, I can tell him. That's not how life works. That's not right. You're supposed to be 100% honest with your spouse at all times, regardless. Whether you seen another woman naked or you slept with somebody or something like that, you got to be able to face that fact. Because if you hide it and it comes out, she gone or he gone. Because ain't nobody I know gonna say what? You just fell on top of the person and it slipped in? Come on now. Let's be real.
Nah, you
Hold
see.
on, let me finish. That's been his homegirl for 11 years. Right? He met this girl 5 years. They got engaged. And there's no time that he could find an hour out of a day and say, let me let my fiance meet my best friend. See? Something fishy going on there, true. And she got a right to be jealous, but I think she approached it wrong. Because with me, I'd be like, man, let's go meet your homegirl. Come on, let's go. Or if I got a fiance and she got a dude that she calls but never call him around me, you may do it a week.
Well, that's because she talking about you. And that's because he talking about her to the
It don't
to the
matter
chick.
who talking about who.
But I'm just saying,
But
that's why you don't call in front of your person.
You got maximum of 1 month to let me meet this person.
And then you got to kick her out.
Yeah, if I don't like what I see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Okay. Gotcha. We're going to let Naomi go next. You don't want to go next, Naomi? You want Jamie to go? Jamie.
Or you?
Well, I want to go at the end because I don't want Jamie to come for me after I say what I say.
Oh, God. Ain't nobody coming for you.
Conscience is a
Coming
terrible
out.
thing.
Okay. Okay, well, for me, you've been in a 5-year relationship with him, and you're worried about a friend that he's had for 11 years. Have you been, is this all of a sudden you're worried? You hadn't met this girl. She bothers you because she talks to him every day, but yet you said yes to an engagement. So if that is bothering you that much, we would have had to get some resolution around that first.
Before I say yes.
I want to meet your best friend. Because if you're talking to this person, if they've been in your life for 11 years, and you have to talk to them every morning on the way to work, that's your best friend. I want to meet your best friend. I should be friends with your best friends, and your best friend should be friends with me. And the fact that that hasn't happened is a flag for me on both ends. Because I think she should have been persistent about it. Not aggressive, but persistent about it. And that he should, at least, if this is someone that you are so close to and that you've been around for 11 years, then we need to meet. So that part, I don't even begin to understand. Yeah, something isn't right. I don't know what that something is, but something is not right, and you should have had a conversation about it way before you got engaged, because it's been 5 years and you haven't seen her. So she claims she wants to meet me, but it hasn't happened. I don't know why it hasn't happened. If she claims she wants to meet you. Because you could have easily said, okay, give me her number, and the two of y'all could have met. Y'all don't have to meet with him. If it's that important. Y'all don't have to. Y'all are two women. Y'all can go out for lunch. Y'all can go out for brunch. Y'all can go out for tea. You don't have to have him to meet with her. So I'm really not understanding why it hasn't happened. And why you would ask him to delete. Asking him to delete or block is a totally different. It's just a totally different vibe. That's the only way I can put it. So you're going to tell me, because it's not even about your feelings at that point. It's about you're going to tell me to delete or block someone that I've been friends with for 11 years. That I've told you that I can talk to in a way that I can't talk to anyone else. The bigger situation would be, well, how can I get closer to you where you can feel comfortable to talk to me about anything? And if he says that he can't, then you need to consider who you're marrying.
I'm actually gonna go before J-Man. So I have several thoughts on this letter. The one that stood out to me was that when she confronted him about the girl or the homegirl, he said that she gets me. She understands me. She doesn't judge me. So that would have been like, whoa. That's a big thing right there, because if you are planning on marrying me, but I don't get you, I don't understand you, I judge you, why are you even wanting to marry me? That's one. Number two, the last paragraph, you should never have to tell someone to delete, to block anyone on your behalf. That right there, that means that's a problem. That's a big problem. You don't do that. That's a no-no. On the other hand, when I saw this letter, it brought to mind the whole triangle, and we're going way cross seas, with Prince Charles and Lady Di, and he refused to give up his best friend, Camellia, right? Well, of course, we know she wasn't just his friend, because now she's his wife, right? So it could be something like that. It's so many things. And I was thinking about the fact that the girl only calls him on weekdays during work hours. And I had a male friend, I think we talked about him before, and I've been friends with him since I was 6 months pregnant with Jabril. Jabril's 16. And I've known him to be a married man, so I would never call him on the weekends in the evening, because I'm like, you're with your family. But we did talk, and I felt like boundaries were during, normal business hours. So I would have said that should be fine, because it's not taking time from you because they're talking during normal business hours, and I don't see why that's an issue. But then we know how my situation went left, and this dude came out of left field after 15 years with some crazy proposition, and I'm like, where did that come? Because I didn't see it coming. I'm thinking we were friends all these years, and he came like real left at me, and I didn't know where it was coming from. So I just I just feel like even like when it said when she told him to delete and block, and he didn't want to do it, and he called her and said he couldn't talk to her. I've got so many situations, but let me see which husband, my second ex-husband, when we first met, he had this female friend. I know, but I'm saying, and she was calling. What I didn't know was that she was somebody he dated. He didn't tell me that. She was supposedly just his friend. And so what he did when we talked about it and I had an issue, he told her, well, she doesn't like when you call. So her response was, well, how do you feel? Does it bother you? So now it's now me and my problem, right? So to me, it seems like that's kind of how it was relayed to the girl. Well, she doesn't want me, like that to take it off of him. And then too, unfortunately, every relationship doesn't work out. I mean, I'm just saying. So, does it make sense for him to get rid of the homegirl who's always been there for him as his friend, supposedly? We don't know. For her, when they may not make it, I'm just saying. So all I can suggest to them is that they need to talk to someone else. They need counseling, someone who can help them work through it and see really what's at the root of everything. See why he can't trust her with certain things that he can only trust this girl with. See why she's so bothered about them talking when she's not even with him. So they're trying not to use her time, right? So, and then really see if they want to go forward with this relationship. That's just my thoughts. So I took the risk. Okay, Jamie, come at me. What you got?
Hey, I honestly agree with everything that I'm playing Cousin Howard, man.
I mean, that's what I'm like. Wait, look at Naomi. Naomi, like what?
I think there's so much. There's so many disturbing initial statements and not enough information to really, because like you said, Lady P, the fact that he talks to her in the mornings on his way to work, like, I mean, if you're gonna talk to your friends, that's a pretty damn good time to do it. You know, it doesn't affect anything else in the world. Exactly. You know what I mean? And it's not like you at home sitting with her on the phone gabbing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not mad at that. And then, but she says, instead of sending me good morning texts or sweet messages or calling me or whatever, so then I'm like, is that stuff you told him that you wanted, or is that stuff he used to do? Like, has something changed there?
Yeah.
What is it? Because the way she describes it is that instead of doing these things, he's on the phone with her. And so I'm like, but you want him to do that every morning? Like, I don't know. To me, I'm type person, like, little sweet things like that, they become boring and they lose their meaning when you do them every day. Or like, you have to do it enough to let the person know they're cared about and they're special, but you don't want to be predictable with them. I mean, that goes into the whole, like, keeping the spice in the relationship thing, but so that I'm kind of like, okay, why do you have a problem with the phone call? Because she's saying it's taken away from him doing this other stuff, but is that either stuff he used to do or stuff you told him you wanted? And if you hadn't told him you wanted it, and it's one of the things where he should just know, maybe he's not a mind reader. Right. You know, it's possible he can't read your brain. I'm just saying. And then as far as, like, I'm with you, ultimatums to me never go well. Because you're putting a person on the defense. So when you say leap, block, like, what? Like, where did it get to that? Like, that was kind of an abrupt transition. Like, did you find, like, a love letter or some dirty drawers in the back seat or something? Like, how did you get to delete her? Because we talk in the mornings. And then, but here's the thing that also got me. Until it's quote-unquote my turn and he calls me on his break, right? Now, if I'm at work, I can't be on the phone at work all day long gabbing and gibbling to my friends, which means I got to be working. So when I get a break, I don't call her, I call you. But what are you mad about? You know what I mean? So it seems to me like, from what the letter says, he's trying to balance, you know, I guess the women, you know, that are important to him, and he's trying to give her time. Doesn't sound like he's doing anything, like when he gets home is about her. Doesn't sound like he's doing anything with the best friend then. As far as not meeting the best friend, I have no explanation for that. Because, like, when someone's important to me, I want them to meet the people who are important to me.
So maybe it's the best friend that doesn't want to meet her. Maybe on the low, the best friend do have feelings, you know, and she don't want to meet her. I don't know.
Possible.
You know,
if that's the case, then, you know, I think, like Naomi said,
stoking his ego.
call her.
You know,
call her.
Like, I want to have.
But I would think in 11 years, that's not the first girlfriend he had.
Have they even talked? Like, I'm wondering, has the fiance and the best friend even talked, like on the phone. I mean, you can video chat now. You ain't even gotta go meet nowhere. You know?
Right.
Like it ain't. If they had never spoken 2 words to each other, that's a little disturbing. But at the end of the day, I think, y'all need to have a conversation and cure up whatever concerns you have that's causing this jealousy, and then decide whether or not you can continue the relationship. Because there's a lot of trust issues right now.
Aside, you got some girls that are only side pieces. They will never be girlfriend material or wifey material. Maybe that's what the best friend is.
But would you talk to your side piece every day?
It depends on if we got a lot in common.
I think you had side pieces in your life, cousin. Because I'm just saying, because I didn't get side piece vibes from the homegirl thing. You had side pieces in your life?
That's irrelevant. That is irrelevant. But my thing is, the only reason I could figure they never met is the best friend is a side piece. And you never let your side piece meet your main, no matter what. Yeah, you can meet my best friend.
So I don't agree with that.
That's a big leap. That's a big leap.
And I don't agree with that.
That really takes me down that path.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
I've seen guys who let their side piece and their other person meet. I've been around them. I've had friends that do that.
And it didn't work out after they met.
Oh, it worked out.
A side piece needs to know they lane.
Oh, it worked out.
So if you're a side piece,
you don't introduce them as the side piece.
Be
like,
right.
Hey,
this is my friend. This is my homegirl. But if you're a side piece, you should know it's in the side piece handbook how to stay in your lane. Even if you meet up somewhere and you know how to act. If you're a side piece, I'm just saying.
You got side pieces today that
I don't know because I ain't never had one, but I'm just saying. You would think that they would know how to stay in their lane.
You got side pieces.
You got to train your side pieces, man. You got to train your side pieces.
Jamie said you got the wrong kind of side pieces.
No, because like me, I ain't got no side piece, bro.
Oh, he trying to
clean train them, man. You got to train them.
You got to train them up.
If they won't submit to the training, Cousin Howard, tell them kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
If they don't act right, they gotta go. Gotta go.
I gotta tell them, it's my way or the highway.
Oh,
but look, it's the holidays, so I think to this letter writer, hopefully you're listening. I think we all are in agreement. Like, you're not giving us the whole story, but I think you and him, we all think y'all need to have a conversation. You need to really evaluate your relationship.
Yeah.
Where this jealousy is coming from, and if it's something that he's doing that he's unwilling to correct, or maybe it's something that you're doing, and I think you have to be open to the fact that it might not be him. Not saying it's you, not saying it's him. I'm just saying you have to be open to it,
right?
Because and like Lady P said, maybe this just ain't the right relationship for y'all. It happens.
People stay in stuff because they say, "Well, I've been with this person for this many years." Okay, that it doesn't mean that you have to. Life is short. We are not promised 5 minutes from now, 5 years from now, 5 hours from now. So, if it's things like this and you are just not happy, don't be like, "Oh, well, at least I got the ring and I'm gonna marry him." It's not gonna change. This girl is not gonna go away when you get married. So if this doesn't get resolved, you have to really think going forward what your life is going to be like, because you're going to be a miserable wife, going through this if it's not dealt with. So,
and I don't think it's a conspiracy. No, I don't think. No. To answer your question, it is.
Right,
I don't think.
Is it me or a conspiracy?
Oh, a conspiracy.
So
I don't
you,
think
baby.
It's a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody's scheming and plotting and planning. It's just a bunch of non-communication or unproductive communication.
True.
Like ultimatum, it should never get to the point of having to give an ultimatum. True. Like you've already lost if you've gotten that far.
Yeah. They're not effective.
You've already lost the war if you're there.
True.
As telling him that what he's doing with her is not cool to you or it's hurting your feelings or what have you. If that's not enough, giving him an ultimatum, like, you've already lost. You've lost her.
Yeah, true. So we hope that you guys can talk this through. Maybe you do, I would say talk to someone, because obviously whatever way you've communicated and been talking got to the point where you had to do an ultimatum, which is not going to work. So find someone that you can both talk to and, try and work through it and understand sometimes the answer is it's not going to work, and it's okay. Life goes on and you'll be okay. So we wish you all the best. And this was so much fun. I wish you guys all the best finishing out 2021. Oh my gosh. And it's funny, going into 2020, we were so excited, and then at the end of 2020, we couldn't wait for 2021 because we figured it had to be better, which it wasn't. So we're just cautiously tiptoeing into 2022.
My 2021 was better
than 2020.
My 2021 was much better.
Well, we felt that the pandemic was going to be over and we'll be back to normal in 2021, and it didn't happen. So I think for me, I'm looking forward to a new year, new beginning, but not like, oh, it's going to be so much better, because we don't know how long we're going to be dealing with this pandemic and all the changes from that. So I look forward to it just as I look forward to every next day. So that's what I'm saying. But everyone, have a great holiday season. I'm going to miss you guys, and we will meet up next year. And everyone on Facebook, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. Yes, Team Blue won. Congratulations to Cousin Howard on that win. And
that was so sincere. That was so sincere.
It was so sincere, I almost fell off my chair.
I'll push you off the chair. You keep playing. You'll be right there on the floor, so keep playing. Be all on camera on the floor.
You hear how violent she is?
Yep, ain't no shame.
I hear it, cousin. I hear it.
But the thing is, I'm right here, so I could easily, but,
somebody call the police.
I'll wait till the cameras go off before I push him out the chair. So, anyway, guys, have a great holiday season, and we're going to see you guys next year, okay? Bye.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's, guys.
Same to you all.
See ya. All right. So, guys, we have come to the end of the show. We thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you next year, all right? Take care. Bye.
.2 the smooth road. Grown Folks Radio with Lady P.